in the morning.
Yeah.
It's windy.
So Baba Sakar Murli, July 6, 2018, Essence with Children. Remember that all three, your father, teacher, and Satguru are combined, and your mercury of happiness will rise, and you will continue to follow his Srimad. So why Baba says, remember all three, and your mercury of happiness will rise. Why Baba said like that? There must be some reason. So Baba says, remember with the relationship. As a father, I'm going to get the inheritance. We have to remember in the world all three relationship with three aspects. Different person. Father is different, teacher is different, guru is different. Baba here everything is same in the one only. So easy to remember. Where in the world we have to remember one by one, different forms. Here Baba says everything will maintain all relationship with. That's the reason Baba says, remember as a both three relationship, your mercury of happiness will rise. Question: what is the first qualification of Brahmins? In which quality do Brahmins have to become experts? Answer: the first qualification of Brahmins is to study and teach others. Even in the world also, Brahmins are doing. They are doing same thing. What they are doing? They study themselves from Kashi and some different places, isn't it? All these pandits and all this. And they give the, you can say, they teach others. Initially that was the Brahmins, or that was the poor caste system based on this. Brahmin means only study and teach, nothing else. Warriors means fight. Merchant means trading. And Sudra means all remaining works. So Baba says Brahmins means qualification first to study and teach others. Become experts in coloring others with knowledge. So Brahmin must be expert. Even if people insult or defame you, just keep trying to give them knowledge, and you will see that they are definitely affected by it. Baba says, people may insult you, and people may defame you because you are going giving Brahma Kumari's knowledge. But Baba says your duty is to give. It doesn't mean that give everybody also. Doesn't it? Yeah. Somebody may not like, okay, don't worry. My duty is to give the introduction. If I accept or not, that is his duty. And I feel that it is okay, then I give more knowledge. If I feel, Baba said, don't give the knowledge. Baba gives the second sentence, donate to those who are worthy of it. So find the people who are worthy of it. Be very cautious that imperishable wealth doesn't go to waste. Give money to others with great cautions. Here too, everywhere. You know, some people are coming here, they are giving money to somebody else, and their relationship and everything worsen. So Baba said, don't give money. Give money here. Here means in between. Brahmins. People are creating relationship. Suppose you are brother, suppose you consider me and I say, give me some money. Personal.
Yeah.
So Baba said, don't do that. In between Brahmins, no. Baba said, no transaction of money between Brahmins. Otherwise, it will spoil your relationship as well. What will happen? You might even, you can say, leave the Baba that I have given the money to his brother in trust and he is not returning me back.
Okay.
So Baba said, don't give in between, no transactions. If your transactions will be with Baba only, not with anybody else. Isn't it? Suppose I am coming to your home asking for money, Baba said, don't give the money. That is not the proper way.
Even if you feel that the person needs it, don't.
No, generally Baba said, don't give them money.
Don't.
If they are need, you can do, then give, but don't expect to return it back also.
Okay.
Baba said that way also.
If you have to.
If you have to, then if you are supposed to, no problem. Baba said, but don't expect much thing that, okay, suppose I come to you, I will give you interest.
Not like that. Yeah,
Not like that. Or suppose I am giving you something. Okay, it is transaction. Suppose you are doing business, I am coming to you, you should give me as a business. But not as that Brahmin is there, so I should give some lesser rate or something like that. Baba said no. That don't create the relations. Otherwise, it will, you can say, slowly and gradually affect you. Your stage will be affected. So the call relation with Baba. So don't do that. Song, the aim, the rain of knowledge is on those who are with the beloved. Om Shanti. Godly students heard this song. Only you children are godly students. It isn't that there are godly students in all schools. No. Human beings teach there. Sannyasis relate the scriptures. So if you go to the world, they're teaching the knowledge of medicine or engineering, whatever they are, college or university there. If you go to sannyasi, they will relate the knowledge of scriptures. Baba say here, nothing like that. Only God gives the knowledge. Anybody is reading the Murli or explaining to you or telling to you, but whose knowledge? God Father's knowledge. So my consciousness always connected with Him, not with anybody else. In fact, knowledge is not called rain. In the song, the rain of knowledge is on those who are with the beloved. That was the song. So Baba said, in fact, knowledge is not called rain. Rain is water. However, this phrase has been remembered because the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is called the ocean of knowledge. Why we remember? Because his quality is the ocean of spiritual knowledge, particular spiritual knowledge. Again, God's knowledge is not for anything worldly things. It is for the spirituality and to upgrade the spirit, our souls, nothing else. Baba says. If soul is okay, everything is okay. If soul is not okay, nothing is okay. So Baba always give the knowledge of spirituality, and with that knowledge, I will get the self sovereignty first, and then I will get the world sovereignty. If I am not able to have a self sovereignty, or I don't able to control myself, I am not able to control anybody else. That is sure. The Father says, I am also called the ocean of knowledge, the knowledgeful one. Knowledge is not called rain, water, or nectar. Just as there is Mansarovar lake, so there is also a lake of Amritsar. Amrit means nectar, Sar means lake, which those people consider to be nectar. So two things, Mansarovar in Himalayas, Amritsar in sixth place. Everybody believe that there is a nectar is there. So if we take the nectar, all my sorrow will go away. Baba said not like that. Nectar means, Baba said nectar means knowledge. Because we compare knowledge with the water. Baba, because we consider Baba or God as a ocean of knowledge. That's the reason we go to the Ganges, we go to the different rivers and consider that, oh, I will take a bath, I will be purified. Baba said no, not possible. Your body may be purified, but internal, nothing. The Father sits here and explains this. A study cannot be called nectar or rain. They believe that that nectar is with which their sorrow will be removed. In fact, all your sorrow is removed for 21 births through this knowledge. Sarah, can you close that door?
Oh, yeah.
So that noise will not disturb you. I don't know what she is doing.
Oh, she's organizing the book and
She was
stamping.
putting stamping?
Yeah.
Oh. The Father sits here and explains this. A study cannot be called nectar or rain. They believe that that nectar is with which their sorrow will be removed. In fact, all your sorrow is removed for 21 births through this knowledge. The rain of knowledge is on those who are with the beloved. So actually, Baba says, with that knowledge or that nectar, your sorrow cannot be removed. Only with this knowledge, you improve yourself, you improve your soul, and everything will be okay. Here, this Father, Teacher, and Sadguru, all three are combined. If you children remember even this one aspect, your mercury of happiness can rise. However, Maya repeatedly makes you forget. You children here follow Srimad. You become elevated by following Srimad. The highest one, High Father, is God. Only with the study of highest or high Father can you become the highest on high. Those who personally sitting in front of the beloved are students. You sit here, you study, and you then go back home. Don't dream, stay here. Means we have to live in our world where we have accounting. We don't have to stay.
But we remember.
We have to remember Baba by doing our normal duties.
Yeah.
But what are people who will just as like sannyasi? Those who are surrendered, that is okay. But those who are not surrendered, majority are not surrendered. And out of because about 20 million people, hardly 500,000 may be there who are surrendered. 50,000, not half lakh, not million. Otherwise, everybody is not surrendered. Maybe there are maybe 50,000 people who are surrendered, almost. Those are Kumars and Kumaris particularly, they are doing very good service, particularly all over the world. India more, because basically, you can came out from India, and basic, if you consider knowledge and basic knowledge of Hinduism only, isn't it? All ladder, all tree, everything you can so Baba gave in different way. Otherwise, it totally be a knowledge of Hinduism. If you compare the knowledge, it totally matches with Hinduism, not with Islamism or not with Christianity. That's this is the real knowledge of that. And that is the only part, that Bharat is the only, you can say, world at that time. That is the pure then become impure, Baba comes and makes it pure. Baba, everybody came from the same, you can say, father of the people is Brahma, everybody came out from him only. People don't know. Some people converted to Islam or Muslim, Christianity. And this otherwise same father, father, supreme soul is the father of the soul, the father of everybody, you can say body. They created from Brahma and Saraswati. But nobody knows. So Baba comes and clarifies the things. Day by day, there will be many more students. If all of them were to live together in one home, such a big building would be needed. If even the whole Abu were to be made into one building, it would not be big enough. Abu means whole city there, but Baba said it is not enough. There are so many centers. Now there are still only a few, but there will be 1,000 times more centers. There can be 1,000, 2,000 or 5 to 7,000 centers. Now it is 9,500 centers. Expanding day by day. Then you, Ganges of knowledge, will bring the rain of knowledge to every home. There will be so many children. You can see that they are opening centers everywhere. Some call it the Gita Pathshala, and others call it the Brahma Kumari's World Spiritual University. In India, there are two names. Gita Pathshala means small village, generally they say Gita Pathshala. Small or big center, there is a board of always Brahma. I never seen Gita Pathshala. And small village, when we opened in the beginning, we put the Gita, just we have one hall. I gone to many villages, only one hall, this kind of. Then people will come in the evening, read them only, and then everybody will go home. That's it.
And there's a person taking care of it.
No, only just like you and me, we are taking care of like that.
Okay. Nobody lives in.
Nobody lives, just like what we have.
Okay.
Small, one village, because village population maybe 3,000-4,000 people.
Yeah.
So they will give a knowledge, and then they will offer the bhog also. They offer the bhog also. Once in a week, generally, sister will go from main center there to sustain them. Once in a week or once in 2 weeks, just like Sai is coming here from main center. Sister Sai is coming. So they sustain the center like that. Suppose in Nadia, where I was working, there is 400 Gita Pathshala in one district. 400. 18 centers in one district, small district, not a big district. 18 centers.
So why do they call it that Gita Patshala?
Yeah, Baba says here, why is it called
Yeah,
Gita?
yeah.
Your answer is coming.
It's coming. Maybe that's why.
In fact, you mustn't be afraid of calling yourself Brahma Kumaris. Some children are afraid that people will cause an upheaval when they see the name of BK.
Oh, this is why they call it Gita Patshala.
Because small village, they might have heard so many things about BKs. So Gita Patshala, Gita nobody don't know. But Baba said, if you put Gita Patshala, if they come and see our picture, immediately say these are BKs. Everybody knows that this the knowledge is quite different. So Baba said, don't put it. Baba said no.
Don't.
Yeah, this is why they call Gita Patshala. Reason why? Because people cause upheaval. That's the reason. The name Gita Patshala is common. They change the name BKs and give it another name so that there are no obstacles created. In fact, it is the same thing. As soon as they enter and see your pictures, they would understand that you are the same BKs. You are the same BK. You are giving this knowledge. Therefore, there is really no need to change the name. This name proves very well that you are in fact Brahma Kumaris, children of Brahma. This is good. You can tell everyone. In fact, you too are Brahma Kumars and Kumari. Everyone is Brahma Kumars and Kumari because they all created out of Brahma. Isn't it? The same thing. So all are Brahma. Whether they come to the knowledge or not, they are, but they don't know. So Baba said, don't change the name. But there is a system. I think in India it is a system. Small village, they have always say Gita Patshala. In big center, if sisters are there, or big center like this is, they will say Brahma Kumaris. University. They are putting full name. Prajapita, Brahma, not like us, BK. Prajapita, Brahma Kumari, Ishwari, Ishwari. Name is Prajapita, Brahma Kumari, all spiritual university. Now they are recognized as university too in India.
By the government.
By the government. They prepare all the course, Gyan Sarovar, where we are living. They established Gyan Sarovar in 1991 too. That was a big place we obtained in those days. And there they have established the university, official, Brahma Kumari University. So what they are doing, they are giving different curriculum, courses, even they are giving degrees. And different courses. I think before a few days I got somewhere, I don't know, but it was in Hindi. So they are giving course. They are giving even master degree too now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For the knowledge.
Brahma Kumari.
So they only give knowledge there, or do they teach any other things, or just knowledge?
No, just
knowledge.
No, specialized. Master degree means specialized.
Yeah.
They give specialized spirituality or self-management, something like that.
You want to go? I would love to go.
Yeah, they are giving that. They have special curriculum. They can study. You can study, no?
Study, yeah.
Yeah, good. So they are in India, everything they are doing. Here it is difficult because to get the status of university, it requires a lot of effort. And we don't have that much of hands. Who can say there we have a lot of hands.
Yeah.
People are already living there, professors and doctors are available, PhDs, who are dedicated to Baba's knowledge.
And they take an exam and everything.
Yeah, everything. Just like what what we are doing in the worldly university. Same thing. Even you will surprise, they were giving the courses in jails.
Yeah, you told that.
Jails, they are giving the courses in jail. They study every day, they giving class and they give the exam and they pass the exam. So they are giving the courses in jails too. If because jails, they are people are free, who are criminals or whatever the reason may be. The people are inside the jail, they are free generally. Some work are there, they are totally free. So these people go there in Ahmedabad, I have seen. They have regular classes. And sisters are there, so allowed. Nobody, people will not allow the man is there. They believe that something he will do. But sisters will go white sari, they know these people are coming, no problem at all. Even that Pancham Singh, Daku Pancham Singh, converted same way. He was a big dacoit in India, I told you.
Yeah.
So he converted, now he is a regular student, he's 96 years of age, he is now.
He's still alive.
Still alive. Recently, he was invited in one part of Gujarat. That is, initially it was Saurashtra before 1960. So at that one, that he was giving a lecture. And the whole thing came in the newspaper. They have in Gujarati newspaper, Divya Bhaskar. It's a good service, you can say.
Yeah.
He was, I think, in Jamnagar or somewhere in Gujarat. Because that area, particular of the Gujarat, that area before independence, it was an area of dacoits. The dacoits mean not, they are not hurting any people. They have problem with the government. Mr. Kings, kings and queens. Suppose in our place where we belong to, basically, so the state is Bhavnagar, but their brother, they have some problem, dispute, and you can say something. Two brothers. So he became a dacoit. But their rule is they will never loot poor people. That is their rule.
They don't touch.
They don't touch even poor people or common people. They only loot the rich people. They say they are looting to somebody else, so we are looting them. They simply say.
Okay.
Second, their principle, they always see any girl or woman as a mother. That is their second principle.
They don't hurt.
Because they live the, you can say, sansar, just like sannyasi, but they fight with the king.
Okay.
They live in the jungle, otherwise they will caught, because kings have big army. They cannot fight with the army, so they will fight secretly. And they live in jungle. If they go there, they can shoot them out. Isn't it? So they have, you can say, vengeance with the king for certain rights. If they are not doing so, they become a dacoity. So this Pancham Singh also like that only. The story says like that. Their mother, their father, their family was not given certain land by the government, by the people, panchayat, means local government, and they have big issues in between. People have beaten them. So Pancham Singh, why he run away in jungle and mixed with the dacoities, and he taken a banduk, or you can say rifles, or whatever they are available. Yeah. And he's living in the jungle, so nobody can catch him, because they know throughout the all forest. People don't know, even the government don't know where to go. Big, thick forest. So they will run away in the forest if suppose somebody is behind them. And the government cannot find them out. And they have so much support of the villagers, you will surprise, that they will support them. Even the government is given, they will support them, because they knows that these people are the not bad people, or government is saying they are helping them too. They are helping even. The Daku Pancham opened their own school.
For the village.
For the village. Own temple. Everything he given the village.
Given them.
Yeah. So that's the reason they are being appreciated for poor people. All the majority are common people in the village. Only 1 or 2 people are rich. All are 90%, 95% are common farmers and these things. So they sustain them. That's the reason they also respect these people. Yeah. They have a big control over the people even. Not only that, okay, they have control. And their rule is, if suppose teacher is late in the school, fire. The rule is very strict, not like government, very strict. So people will be very regular there. Nobody will go anything out. They know that this guy, very dangerous guy. So if I misbehave or I do something wrong, gone. So very strict. He was telling them my school result on 100%. He wants that my school result should be 100%. It will be 100%. Because very strong people. But they are doing very good also, service, you can say. And their people are converted to because that is a great thing. A great thing. Because Indira Gandhi, Prime Minister of India, that time, she given a challenge to Brahma Kumaris. You are telling we are converting human beings to deity, you convert this being in a human being at least. That's it.
And they did.
They told.
Oh my goodness.
And that time Jagdish Bhai was there. And the 2 sisters gone to meet the officials, and they said, okay, let us try. And they tried.
They were successful.
51 dacoits were there, not only one.
And what they all took the knowledge.
All took the knowledge. And all are now running. They have been settled. Government is given a land to them, agricultural land, in particular area. They cannot go out of that village for certain years.
So they have their own village.
Their own village, separate. They can be land, so they can put agriculture, they can sustain themselves, independent. And so we have been given permission there. Brahma Kumari started slowly. Now his daughter is Brahma Kumari. Surrender Brahma Kumari. Raku Pancham's daughter is there. So it is a big thing. So that government will consider that okay, these people are really doing something which is new. Nobody can do that. Only Baba can. Sister and Baba can do that. They can do.
Yeah.
It's a big achievement. The incorporeal Father, the Supreme Soul, he is not the creator of souls. Sorry, Brahma Kumar said, you know Prajapita Brahma, he is the creator of the human world. The incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, he is not creator of souls, he is the eternal Father of souls. Eternal Father of the souls. Prajapita Brahma, he is also eternal. The Father of souls enters this one. So, Shiva Baba enters in Brahma Baba. He comes and adopts Brahma in order to create people. The Brahmin clan has to be created through Brahma. Then it will even easier to explain this. However, people are afraid. They tell them, do not go to BKs. You may go to Gita Pathshala. Don't go to BKs, go to Gita. Because Gita Pathshala, they understand that Lokik Gita Pathshala. You might not be knowing in India, initially each village was independent. Each village like an independent country.
Okay.
They have their own carpenter, own you can say blacksmith, own goldsmith, everything in village, all kind of trade will there. Even suppose you go today my village, all are available.
Every trade.
Every trade, all tradesmen are there. So every village is independent. There is one Gita Pathshala also. That is called Gurukula. Gurukul. You might have heard the name of Gurukul means where the student go, reside there, live there, get the education and come back. That's like a hostel.
So only spiritual education, or
No,
just
all kind of education.
all kind of education.
All kind of Lokik education. That is
Oh.
not like engineers and doctors, but they will give Lokik means how to deal with the people, how to behave with the people, all education, all knowledge.
Okay.
So each and every village is Gita Pathshala too. And they will give the knowledge of the Gita, Lokik Gita there. Because Gita, what do you mean by Gita? It is a song, isn't it? Gita came from Gita, song. Song, you can say spoken by God. Though God name is Krishna there.
Yeah.
Isn't it? God name in the Gita is Krishna. So that they will share that knowledge there. Only 1857, after that they have British has make a rule that this is illegal.
Okay.
They wanted to break the system because they know, they find out by the study that if you wanted to rule India, you should break the system. This is the basic system why they are very strong. And they axe on that school system. And so many priests, so many sadhus, saints and gurus were running the Gita. They said in 1857 there were 536 or some thousand Gita Pathshalas in India, Gurukul. So each and every village at least one Gita Pathshala or one school like that, who give the real education of the world, how to deal in the world. And they declare illegal, they have sent so many gurus in the jails, and so many, they introduce another system.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's a very powerful system. That is the Nalanda University, still the name is there. It was established by Chandragupta Maurya and Chanakya. You might have heard the name of Chanakya. He was a great guru. Means Chanakya, he was a finance minister of Chandragupta Maurya. Suppose you go to the history, very good history. So they have all these things. Once upon a time, Nalanda Vidyalaya, all Chinese people, all over the world people were going for study there. Just like we are going for study in US nowadays. Yeah, big name. There was a big name of Bharat in those days. They have broken everything and they started their own. That's the reason we were in the slavery for so many years, because system was totally changed. Otherwise, our system was so strong that people who coming out their school, they will believe that, oh, I am so and so.
Yeah.
That was the system.
I guess there were no crimes or
Nothing.
anything.
People have no system of people locking outside. Suppose you read them, even the one Yu and Sung, that was, you can say, one traveler from China. He written in his book that in the kingdom of Chandramaurya Gupta, people are not put the lock on the door. This was the glory of India.
Yeah.
Even this in the Iron Age, not in the even
In the-
forget about Golden Age and Silver Age. This is the
Yeah.
story of Iron Age.
Iron Age.
So what will be in the Golden Age and Silver Age? That was the glory of India or Bharat. Why British has gone there? Because they were not rich like at that time. They gone and looted everything and moved to the
Yeah.
London or all British.
Yeah, now they're enjoying.
They're enjoying.
Yeah.
Baba says drama.
So yeah, so that's why now there's so much crime because people they don't have the knowledge.
They don't have
The
knowledge.
knowledge.
They have lost everything.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, all these movies and internet, they have spoiled the thing all in one. Because people have all, in India, again, internet is very cheap. Even a common man who is even you find a mobile with the people who is, you can say, running this lorry, small, they are going home to sell the vegetables.
They have the mobile.
They have mobiles. All have mobiles. Because very cheap.
Mm.
So cheap we cannot even think even. When I go to store, I ask, what you are doing? You are giving too much expense. Go to India and find out. He said, forget about India.
It's so expensive.
It's
here.
Yeah,
expensive.
very expensive.
Yeah.
There, nothing. Suppose you are paying 150 rupees per month, 150 rupees, $3.
Wow.
Free internet, unlimited internet on your mobile. $3, nothing. Even this one Reliance company, they have given 6 months free. Anybody can use it. 6 months free. Then they extended for 3 months. Then extended for 1 year. They give free internet facilities. Private company.
Yeah, they're working through India, right?
Yeah,
They're
India.
coming from there. That's why they can
Yeah.
probably
Very cheap. Here it is very expensive. All the things.
too much.
Too
Can't
much.
afford.
So people are using, but it is also, you can say, dangerous also.
Yeah, it depends on what you use
Use.
it for. They misuse.
Yeah, misuse. People don't know. Majority people, they are misusing. Young children, young guys, they don't know what is the reality of these things, so they are misusing the thing.
It's free, so
Free.
free information.
Yeah, everything free, and free always costs something. Nothing is free.
It harms in the end.
Yeah, there is no free concept at all in this world because everything is advertisement in a wrong way. So they are selling free, but side you see so many things are coming. People are going inside. They don't know how many hours I pass inside the mobile or inside the internet.
So would we say that that's Maya?
That's Maya.
That's
Baba,
Maya.
that's
That's
Maya.
Maya, right? But vices.
Vice is pure vice, nothing else. Pure body consciousness.
Yeah.
Because everything they are indicating body only, nothing else. The body consciousness is pure. They tell them, do not go to BKs. You may go to Gita Pathshala. People don't understand the meaning of Ganges of knowledge in every home. On the path of devotion, Narad is considered to be the main one. He was a devotee who played a musical instrument. Narad wasn't as he has been portrayed in the pictures. That was not like that.
So there was no Narad.
There was no Narad like that. It is a remembrance of devotion, nothing. Devotee, nothing else. That's important. Remembrance of here only. Baba gives explain further. In fact, all of you were monkeys. If somebody tells you this thing, Baba says so lovely, we accept it, isn't it? Baba says why? Your features were those of human beings and your characters were those of monkeys. That's the reason Baba says. In fact, all are Narad, all are devotees. Narad is you can say, symbol of devotees. You are able to understand that you can't marry Lakshmi until you become a human being with divine virtues. So it is an example of everybody, not only Narad, all. All male and female devotees are Narad. It is said, look at your face. You are like monkey. You have the 5 vices in you. Therefore, you won't be able to marry Lakshmi. All of that refers to this time. Baba explained that all are Dushasans and Duryodhans, means devils. They stripped Draupadi, and this is why the mothers call out to be saved from being stripped. Kumaris call out, Girdhari, the one who uplifts, maintain my honor. So what is the Girdhari? Baba say, I come and I uplift the whole mountain of iron and convert it into golden. So that is the real thing, Baba said, not that Girdhari. That the one who uplifts, maintain, means upliftment, Baba comes and uplifts the whole world from bad things to the good things. But we can't see, so we narrated Krishna uplift the real, you can say real physical, you can say mountain. Baba get not the physical.
There's no physical.
No. Because devotion, everything goes to physical. Here, everything goes to subtle. They have given him, Krishna, many names. The intellect yoga of human being goes to Krishna. However, sins cannot be absolved by remembering Krishna, a bodily being. So Baba says, always be bodiless, always be soul conscious to absolve the sins. Otherwise, not possible. If I wanted to remember Baba, if I remember anybody's body, either deity or any saint or my guru, Baba says, it will stop you to make something wrong. So devotion is good. It will not allow you to make something bad. Isn't it? Because you are involved in that activity. That is a good activity.
Yeah.
But it will not absolve your past sins. But I have burden of so many, you can say, sins on my head, that will not help me for that.
No.
No. Baba said no.
You have to.
So you have to be a soul conscious for that.
And remember.
Remember Baba. Nothing else. There is no other way. So they just want to have a vision. However, sins cannot be absolved by remembering Krishna, a bodily being. They just want to have a vision of him. Why they are remembering? They want a vision of Krishna. That's the reason they are remembering him. Acha, even if you do have a vision, you still can't receive the knowledge to change from a human being into deities. Even suppose I got the vision of Krishna, I can't get the knowledge. Only I got the vision, I will be happy, I met the God, and that's it. No improvement in the life. Baba said, that is not the life. Baba said, improvement is necessary. That's the reason Baba has to come and give the knowledge every day, because we forget.
Yeah.
Immediately we go, even if after sitting here, something remember, we forget Baba. So Baba said, practice, nothing else. Practice and practice. No other. Because Baba said, up to, you can say, almost 84 births, we remember body, and body. Nothing. So Baba said, too much body consciousness. So nothing is wrong. Even a practice of soul, or only for one birth. Not more than that. Because you go to the heaven or golden age, no need to remember that I am a automatically soul consciousness already there. Just like body consciousness in iron age, same soul consciousness in the golden age. So no need to remember that. Only you have to make effort. It is a fruit of the effort. So effort is very necessary. Even if you do have the vision, you still can't receive the knowledge to change from human being into deities. Only when you become Brahmins and understand the knowledge can you become deities. Once you become Brahmins, you renounce devotion. When someone first of all spends a week here, we can change that person and make him worthy of sitting in a temple. So Baba said, when someone spends 1 week here, so initially there was a system to go to Mount Abu for the course. Now even, suppose I told you, they have gone, there is a yoga shibir, we call it shibir. Shibir means, they will, now not 7 days, now they will go for 3 days. So 2 sessions, morning, evening. In 4 days they will finish a full course. Still it is going.
So anybody in India that takes
suppose
it
who don't have knowledge, or those who can't come to the center for 7 days, they directly go to there. So VIP people, particularly VIPs or good people who don't have time, they are sent there. Because they can't come every day, means for 7 days continuously. So they keep in mind that, okay, so and so person is good because everybody knows each other in the small village or even the city. They will find out, they will send that kind of person there. You go there for 4 days, and generally there will be a long weekend during that time. They aren't like that, there is a weekend. Always Saturday, Sunday will be there. So they can spend some 1 or 2 days more. They go there, stay there, got all the knowledge and come back. See, that is called Raj Yoga Shibir. They call it Shibir. Shibir means course. Nothing else. So Baba says initially that was the system. Spend a week. However, it does take time, Baba said. In a week you will not be able to do everything. It does take time. It is true that you are with the Father. You come to Baba, but then when you go back home, you feel so much sorrow in your hearts. However, it is not possible for everyone to live here together. As in Mount Abu, everybody cannot live there. Some come running from one place, others come running from another place. This system is of this time. So many people gather together with sages and holy men. No one forbids anyone from going there. Here, because there is aspect of remaining pure, they stop others from coming. Among the sannyasis, only males leave their homes and families and go away. Here in the Lokik world, only males, they go sannyasis. Now, even females become a sannyasi. Now, what is the system? Now, sannyasi can take females also. A separate things, but there are females who are making sannyasi needs.
And they leave their family.
Yeah, they leave their family. Uma Bharati, then Gita Mata, all these are ladies. They are sannyasis. They have separate thing, everything to live and everything separate, then sannyasi. Means male and female both are separate. But now they are taking the women's or girls also. Initially it was not there. Initially Baba said was right. Here there are Kumaris and mothers too. Baba said there are only males here both. Parents and doctors tell Kumaris that they will fall ill if they don't marry. It should be explained to them that so many become sannyasis. Baba explained them. So many become sannyasis. Very young ones remain celibate from birth. Those who remain celibate never fall ill. Why would anyone fall ill here? Some Kumaris come, somebody, their parents and their relatives, oh, you will fall ill because you are not being married. Baba said, not like that. Yes, sannyasis go, they are not feeling sick or ill. Baba said, no, there is no question. These people are, you can say, scared. People make scared to the Kumari, nothing, because they don't know more. Baba said, that is not right. So many people live without getting married. No one can file a case against the sannyasis. Their wives never ask them for housekeeping money. They simply run away. Where would the wife get money from? Therefore, the neighbors look after her. Poor ones runs away more. Poor ones run away more because they don't have money. They usually become sannyasi. Sannyasi means you don't have to make labor. Ne? Simply go and beg and everybody will feed you. So no need. So sisters sometimes say, my wife always say, they are not good people. They should not be given anything. They should stand on their leg. Why they are asking for? Why they are begging? They are young guys.
Yeah, they should. Like,
They should.
especially if they're healthy.
Very healthy, very healthy.
Strong.
Yeah. Very strong.
But people still give them, right?
Yeah, people give because of no devotion. We believe in sannyasi, they are pure, they are celibate, so we should support them. That's okay. But some people don't believe in that thing. They say they are not giving any productivity of the country, we should not feed them. There are so many people who are opposing sannyasis too now. So it depends upon the person thinking. But what I mean to the different people, different thinking. Poor ones run away more. When they experience sorrow, they have disinterest. Although you were unhappy, there was no question of that type of disinterest. You are the first of all sown heaven on the palm of the hand. Here, completely different thing. That they say disinterest. Nothing is there in this and one. You can say happiness is just like a dropping of the crop. They say that like, and people they run away. The people run away for becoming a sannyasi. Baba says, I come to give you heaven. So in a different way. But still Baba says you have to become beggar. Why Baba says you have to become beggar? To have a disinterest. Means heaven means not for this time, heaven means for future. That's the reason Baba never say, oh, you go and fight an election, be a MP or MPP. Baba never said. Because this is a temporary phase. Only 100 years, not more than that. So don't involve any kind of other thing. Be simple, remain simple, be a common man, and study. That is very important. Otherwise, if you are involved here too much in different things, you can't remember Baba. So Baba said, don't do that thing. You are first of all shown heaven on the palm of the hand. How would you be able to go to paradise without becoming pure? You have to become courageous. This is why there is a name, the Shiv Shakti Army. Why there is a name of Shiv Shakti Army? You should be very courageous, strong. You receive power by having yoga with Shiv Baba. After imbibing knowledge, you have to surrender yourself. If you don't imbibe knowledge, if you don't conquer attachment, Maya harasses you. So before surrendering, Baba said, you must imbibe the knowledge. Otherwise, without knowledge, problem in the future. So Baba said, if you don't imbibe knowledge, what will happen? If you don't conquer attachment, Maya harasses you. If there is the desire to get married, then the Brahma Kumari's name would be defamed. There are some people, some sisters, they left the institution of their marriage, get married also. So Baba said, don't do that. Surrender, sister. Yeah. So Baba says, first you must have a knowledge, imbibe the knowledge, put in practice. Then you feel that, okay, this is for me, go ahead. No. Very few are gone, but we have seen some, you can say, very few as compared to total, but still there are examples. Even Baba said, I have sustained in the bhatti for 14 years, 385. And out of this, 300 runners. Because today another in the Muli, today it's come in the Muli. And they have gone. So it depends, but Baba said before surrendering, I must be firm that I wanted to be Brahma Kumars or Kumaris. I should be firm in knowledge. Then and then I should surrender. Otherwise, defamation to Baba. You first have to become a conqueror of attachment. So many of you stayed in the bhatti, see, so many of stayed in the bhatti, and yet that many didn't become conquerors of attachment. They continue to remember others. They then left here, saw their friends and relatives, and were attracted to them. Attachment trapped them. There was also that was also destined in the drama. Even now, the father says, first of all, become conquerors of attachment, belong to the one most beloved Father. No matter what happens, I will remain in Father's service. It is said, those who ascend taste the sweetness of heaven, whereas those who fall are totally crushed. There is one proverb in Hindi. So meaning of that thing, those who ascend taste the sweetness of heaven, whereas those who fall are totally crushed. It shouldn't be that once you have left them, you are then troubled by attachment to them. Many sannyasis leave everything and then go back home. Even sannyasis also become like that. Yeah, they go back home. When sannyasis go back home to their families, the neighbors don't have that much regard for them. They believe that they have come back because of lust. Here too, it is understood that they didn't become complete destroyer of attachment and that the wise thereby trap them. There aren't any problems about food and drink with Baba. Baba said there was no problem at all with the egg. Because they run away from the egg. 300 people. Baba said no problem at all. From the very beginning, Baba has been looking after everyone so much. Both poor and wealthy are equal. Even Mama and Baba used to wash the dishes and sweep the floor in order to teach everyone. They were doing, Baba was doing everything. Brahma, Baba and Mama both. Mama was taking too much care of the kitchen. Always Mama, before going to the Murli, Mama always go to the kitchen first. And then after saying everything is okay, then she will go to the Murli. That was the system because she was responsible. So many 385 people are there. She has to maintain everything. Breakfast and dinner and lunch and so many things. So many guests are coming, so many guests are going. Everything they have to maintain. Dadis were so strong I seen Boli Dadi, he was the Bandaram, his kitchen head when I came in the Lord. So sweet Dadi, so innocent, just like a grandma, so innocent. Anybody comes, he will take it to me. Oh, are you okay? Which place you are coming? Okay, everything okay. If you want any help, let us know. So sweetly, just like a grandma. So people give us too much love to everybody. So Baba said, Boli Didi, Bola Nath, Boli Didi. Boli means innocent. All name is given Baba like that only, according to their qualities. So Baba says they were used to wash dish and sweep the floors. All of that was done to break body consciousness. Why it was done? To break the body consciousness. Sannyasis to make their followers do the same. They make important people chop wood, etc., so that their body consciousness is removed. Here you receive plenty of wealth. You receive sovereignty for 21 births in a second. Sannyasis don't receive any attainment at all. However, because they are pure, impure ones bow down to them. This is Raj Yoga, and you become the masters of the world. You mustn't indulge in vice. Meera too wished to remain pure. She belonged to the path of devotion. She used to have visions of Krishna. Her heart was attached to Krishna, so how could she indulge in vice? However, that was only for one birth. Perhaps in her next birth too, Meera would have gone on to the path of devotion. It can be said that she went on the path of devotion because your final thoughts lead you to your destination. Why Baba says she might have gone to the path of devotion? Because final thought, oh,
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Say Om Shanti. Justin.
Justin and Kara, eh?
Yes. Justin. Shanti. Om Shanti. He's coming. I'm just gonna take off. Here, you stay here. It's okay. She can go on the ground. Sorry, Katie.
Oh. Why she is crying? She's
He probably
scared?
was sleeping.
Sleeping. Oh.
Oh.
Baba. 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 Go to Baba. Oh, she wants her. That's the reason. She wants her. Why she gone there? She asking. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Okay. Om Shanti, Justin.
Om Shanti.
Yeah, she wanted to come to you. That's the reason she's crying. She's looking at you and crying.
Yes.
It can be said that she went on the path of devotion because your final thoughts leads you to your destiny. That's the reason Baba said, remember Shiv Baba. Why Baba always say soul consciousness? Because my final thought lead me the destination. If finally I am not considering myself in as a soul, everything gone. Baba said, you need to come by the practice only, not by anything else. If I have practice, then and then I feel that I am a soul, I am a soul, I am a soul, otherwise not. Finally, some another thoughts of Baba's final paper is your final thought. And their thoughts will be soul.
So,
Everybody is a soul. Whatever I have to have, nothing, it doesn't mean that I am detached, or it doesn't mean that I have to help everybody, but with the consciousness of self. So, that is very important. So her heart was attached to Krishna, and so she would become a devotee. However, she didn't receive anything on the path of devotion. On the path of knowledge, you receive inheritance for 21 births. Devotion of Shiva is performed first and then of the deities. Now people even worship a mouse, a cat, etc. Why? Because people believe God is omnipresent.
yeah.
That's the reason. They put Krishna aside and begin to worship Hanuman and or Ganesh, etc. The degrees continues to decrease in the golden and silver ages, and the degrees always decrease on the path of devotion. So both ways, degrees decrease, purity goes down. So Baba said bhakti, devotion also, sato rajanti. Isn't it? No one is now of any use. When everyone's condition become like this, the Father comes and explains to you. You stay on high for half the cycle, and then after half the cycle, you begin to descend. People wonder what they should do with knowledge because they have to fall anyway. However, human beings are of no use without godly knowledge. What were you and I before? So Baba gave example. Why nothing? Because what were you and I before? Nothing at all. Knowledge is definitely needed. You study for the livelihood of your body. Nowadays, even Kumaris have to study to earn their livelihood. This wasn't the system in earlier days. Kumaris would look after the homes and the sons would study to be able to have a job. Initial days were like that. No, not like that. All have changed totally. Mama, mama.
Yeah, mama.
Mama, she said mama.
That's mom.
Mama, he says mama by saying they say mama.
Yeah. I showed him the picture.
Yeah.
He saw the picture at home. And
Okay.
so every time he comes, he goes, Mama.
Our pure soul.
Yeah.
Maybe Brahma Kumar in the past or
Maybe.
Kumari, we
That's
don't
what
know.
they say. They
Yeah.
probably have knowledge.
Yeah, knowledge, sure. Because they have a Truma, Om Shanti, from very small, they say, they must have knowledge,
Yeah.
some knowledge. And because of that, you might have come to the knowledge, and we don't know. Yeah, vibration. It comes, vibration comes, they improve, yeah. Definitely helps a lot.
And circumstances.
Yeah, circumstances, everything. So because of them, you might have come to the knowledge, and we don't know. They might have a lot of knowledge in the past. They might be strong Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. So something has happened and you come down to here. And they also come down by behind you. So that's okay. The unlimited Father is now teaching you children. If everyone were to come and sit here, who would give knowledge to you, to your friends and relatives? So why Baba say go to friends and relatives? To share the knowledge, to have a service. So they also have advantage. You have to go to them, study and teach others. Some don't study at all. So you study, so you should understand that they don't belong to your Brahmin clan. If somebody not studying at all, okay, that's their duty, not my duty. Come. You should definitely make effort to color them. There is no question of being afraid of this. By your making effort, someone or other will definitely be colored. Even if someone insults or defame you, just continue to make effort and see how someone or other will definitely be affected. So first we have to start with the thoughts. Isn't it? Not only simply explaining thoughts. Good thoughts, send the thoughts and then tell them. Otherwise, no effect. When a scorpion is moving along and sees something soft, it stings it. It tests it first. Here too, so I'll give an example of scorpion. Here too, you children have to become experts. You mustn't give the imperishable well to those who would waste it. So first test the person. Whether he likes or not, come. No. What he tells you, Baba?
I don't know what he said.
He
said something.
said something. Baba, oh
Yeah,
Baba.
Baba.
Okay. So he is calling you inside with the Baba.
Yeah.
Now we are Baba. You mustn't give an imperishable well to those who would waste it. See if someone is worthy of donation before giving it. If you donate to someone and that person commits a sin with it, the sin of that is then accumulated by you because you donated to that person. So be very careful in donation too. Even worldly. Naturally. Otherwise, sin will. We give with the intention to have a, you can say, charitable work.
Yeah.
And he is doing anything wrong, sins will come on us.
Yeah. Probably accumulated.
That's the reason we accumulate a lot. Because we are giving too much money to the people. Me too, even we all. We are giving the money to somebody and we don't know what they are doing. We give to poor person by have a mercy on them. And they are misusing the money.
Yeah, I used to stop, when
Yeah.
they go on,
Yeah.
on the side,
Yeah.
on the highway.
Yeah.
Or if they're out in the grocery store and they're saying
Yeah.
things, and I just,
No,
would give.
no, that's okay. We are not doing. Now we know.
That. Now we
That's
know
okay,
now.
Baba. It's okay. Now we will know. That's the reason Baba says after coming in, no, don't do that.
Don't do after.
You have to be very cautious here. Money has to be given to someone with great caution after getting permission. And permission is from the sister. We are talking to the sister. Whatever people are building here will soon be demolished. These buildings have been built for the children, sit down, to live in. You know that all of them will be demolished. When earthquakes take place, all the temples, etc., will be demolished. None of that will happen in our kingdom. There won't even be America or Russia there. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Okay? Brahma Kumar. Brahma Kumar and Kumari. You bring your parents. You know that only the land of Bharat will remain. So no America, no Russia, Baba says. All the rest of the world is in extreme darkness. The school of Babas is so large. The teachers here are also number-wise. Not everyone is the same. You can see that the greatest teacher of all is Shiv Baba. So all teachers is Shiv Baba, nobody else. Then there is the river Brahmaputra, Miss Brahma Baba. It is said you are the mother and father. Therefore, this one is the mother. Brahma Baba is the mother. Then there is also the name of Saraswati. The name of Brahmaputra is fine because its similarity to the name of Brahma. They saw the river Brahmaputra meeting the ocean. This meeting here is of souls with the Supreme Soul. This is remembered on the path of devotion. So Baba said, everything is remembered on the path of devotion. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children. Exercise. 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 So to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, the mother. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and spiritual children's love, remembrance, good morning. It says namaste to the spiritual father. We haven't speaks.
I like it.
So Baba says, so we repeat the same thing to Baba. Essence for dharana, number one. Before you can belong to the most beloved Father, you have to become complete destroyer of attachment. So because Baba is a, you can say non-body, no body. So we should be a soul. So everybody is soul. Kara is a soul, Justin is a soul. Being a mother or father or grandma, we are taking care of them. Soul. But basically they are souls. That is very important, consciousness. We have to take care of them because they are under, they should be sustained. We are parents. So we should take care of them, but with a soul.
Thank you, baby. It's okay, Jay. Leave it here.
No, he has to sit then.
I know he's trying to get them.
Okay.
Thank you. He knows his back.
Oh, he knows. Okay. Okay. He might be worried. You should not forget here. When your stage becomes strong, become engaged in service. Number two, let your heart have disinterest in this world. Be courageous in becoming pure. Be cautious and give donation to those who are worthy.
What does it mean when your stage? What stage? When your stage becomes strong.
Strong, become engaged in service. So because suppose I am not soul conscious and I am explaining to somebody else, he will not no effect at all.
Right.
So I should be first soul conscious. My stage should be powerful. That I am giving a knowledge of Shiva, not of me. Generally, we talk to the people in body consciousness.
Right.
So Baba says, if I am giving anything in body consciousness, not much effect. So first I should be soul conscious and then I give the knowledge. That is a good question. Okay. And second, in the Murli Baba says about the stage that if you wanted to surrender, in the Murli it was there, Then first you imbibe the knowledge and then surrender. Means those who are surrendering, suppose Sarah wanted to surrender, for example, I'm not telling, but suppose, then she first imbibe the knowledge, she first put in practice, and she is decided by herself, not by anybody else.
Right.
If you are telling, okay, you surrender Brahma Kumaran, no, she decided by, so in future, no problem at all. So in the Murli, it says, stay with that stage. You should be very strong to surrender. Baba said, it's not an auntie's home too. Isn't it? It's not easy
No.
to surrender and do the thing. So you first very strong, then you surrender. Blessing. May you finish any illness of flu of wasteful feelings with pure feelings and be sustained with blessings and thereby become an embodiment of success. So Baba says, I have to finish the illness of flu. Flu means waste and you can say negative. So feelings come from what? First I have a thought, then thoughts go to feelings, feelings go to emotion, emotions go to attitudes. So feelings coming from thought. So I have to change my thought first, not feelings. And from thought, feeling will flow. Otherwise, not. Suppose you are mother, okay. So mother, you after when you see your children, automatically motherly love will flow. So same thing. First thought that he is my children, automatically thoughts come, and so motherly love will flow. Same thing. So anything what I want to do, I wanted to change. First, I must change the thought. Otherwise, no change in the feelings also. Baba explained the explanation. All of you children have received Bab Dada's elevated directions. What directions? Children, always maintain pure feelings. What kind of feeling? I am most elevated. First feeling, I am most elevated. That is, I am the soul who is one out of multi-millions. A thought, that is the thought. And then thought comes to the feelings. I am a deity soul. I am a great soul. I am a soul who is a special actor. So these are all, you can say, self-respect points. If I have that self-respect point, automatically feelings flow through me. I am a great soul, I am a deity soul, I am ancestor soul, then it will flow. Otherwise, I have no thoughts, nothing will flow from here. Maintain these feelings and you will not catch the flow of wasteful feelings. So if I have good thoughts, no waste, no negative. When there are pure feelings, there cannot be impure feelings. By doing this, you will be saved from illness of that flu. That is, you will be saved from having to work hard, and you will always experience yourself to be sustained by blessings and achieving success in service. Seeing Baba. Maybe I should stand on this side. Slogan: to become a most elevated being who follows the highest code of conduct at the confluence is the elevated aim of this Brahmin life. So Baba said, don't become the highest, don't follow highest code of conduct in heaven, start from here. This is the first one. So Baba says, if you wanted to be elevated being, you must follow code of conduct from here. Don't expect that I will go there and play the part. No, Baba's automatic part will be there. Only effort has to be made here. Isn't it? Om. Oh, she stands up by his work.
She stands up.
Oh, good. Good. Okay. Any question, any clarification? Okay.
She has lots of questions. But right now I can't think.